And basically, guys, you're going to see a comeback story that you've never seen before. I'm back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the 16th minute. I'm Damon Feldman, and what a guest we have for you today. He's a four-time Mr. Universe. He's an actor, the American Gladiator Titan. Let's welcome the one and only Mike O'Hearn. What's up, Mike?
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I'm glad we're doing this.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. You know, we've been talking, and I'm just proud of you, man. Like, you know, I remember you when I was fighting, man, and I went 9-0. You were like the guy that everybody was talking about, Titan, American Gladiator. You were just, and to see you, how you're still continuing to do it. And I don't like to throw ages around because you just look phenomenal, man. Like you're like you're not human, man.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while. We were just talking about that this morning. I was just thinking about the first time I got on stage. It was 3 years after Arnold competed and won the Olympia for the last time. And then you think of Arnold, how old he is. It's like, I've been doing this for a long time. And the longevity beats everything else that I've ever done.
Yeah, it's amazing. But with your career, like you've been a four-time Mr. Universe, and what got you into it? How did you get started with being a bodybuilder?
Bodybuilding wasn't first. It was Olympic lifting, powerlifting, martial arts. That was the original start. Bodybuilding came by the still very young age. I mean, I competed at 14 was my first show.
Wow.
So it all started really young, but it's a family of 10 where my dad was a bodybuilder and a football player, and my mom was a martial artist. And so our family, all 10 of them, did martial arts and sports. And I'm talking about my sisters as well. My sister
really
competed in martial arts and karate and taekwondo. And so as a young boy, you know, I'm going through that house of 10 kids and I'm getting drop kicked at 8, 9 years old from my sisters. I kind of said, well, I got to do something. So
that's great.
Yeah, it started there, and I was bred for this. Bred for this lifestyle. I was just that old school Viking, you know, Celtic mentality, Highlander, born gladiator.
Yeah, it's something else. And plus, we always talk, like, I know I reached out to you about celebrity boxing, and you also, you're a martial artist. And did this all fit into you being a bodybuilder with you training?
When it came to everything I did, I took the first approach is funny is because the longer I've been in this, I see how guys get so locked in on something and they don't look at the full picture. And one of the benefits that I got from an early age is that powerlifting and bodybuilding is something, and it's great, and it creates a stronger physique and it creates a prettier physique.
Right.
You know, powerlifting is the strong bones and connective tissue, bodybuilding, the physique. But unless you can do something with it and have mobility and you're not an athlete first, I never saw the point in it. It didn't make sense to me because I started because of the fact that I wanted to be a walking superhero. That was the goal.
Yeah, right.
9-year-old kid. That's all I'm thinking about. I want to be
right.
I want to be able to jump and look and be stronger than everybody, but also be able to kick ass. And so the martial arts was the root of everything. And it kept me centered on what was most important: range of motion, ability. If I squat 700 pounds, that's great, but can also, I slam a basketball, or can I take down a 180-pound guy that's quick and speedy at 270 pounds? And so that's where the martial arts, I think, played the hugest part in my career, in my lifestyle, in my life, longevity.
So you've been working out since what age?
Started at 8.
8, wow. And you've always, and it's definitely, for all the people that's going to watch this and everything, just tell them how important physical fitness is for your life, your mind, and just watching you, that motivates me every day, man. Like, you know, I gotta look at your videos to get out there to
I'm
train. It's
sorry
just
about that.
amazing. It helps me though.
Um, yeah, I don't think people understand. And Buddhists talk about the aspect of when we're young, we waste so much time trying to make money. And then when we get old, we spend all the money we can to get more time.
Sure.
And longevity or health and fitness or being pain free and healthy is the ultimate goal. And
Right.
it's longevity isn't that you live to 100 years old. It's about how long you can live and still be active.
Love it. That was perfectly said. Definitely.
I don't care that somebody lived till they're 100 if they stopped moving and grooving by the time they were 30, which is today's society. Today's society, and you're in the world of health and fitness and fighting and all this. You meet 30-year-olds that go, I got a bad back, I got bad knees, I got bad elbows. And I'm like, you're 30. How the shnikes are you that beat up already? Because you're not maybe doing it right. But the ultimate thing for health, for life, I think, is just the healthiest you could possibly be. And everything, skip being strong or visually appealing from working out. What it does for you mentally is tremendous. The workout itself, that battle within yourself to get into the gym, if it's boxing or jujitsu or anything, or lifting weights, that mental approach of fighting the voice in your head, like, oh, you got to slow it down, you got to take it easy. No. Let's turn this up a bit. Let's keep getting better. Let's keep working on ourselves to be better. That time alone, that's meditation for me. And that's what keeps me moving and grooving every day. And I think for everybody, if they really skip medicine from the doctor, but use nutrition as medicine, and then did their workouts weekly, it creates a whole new lifestyle. And it's not a selfish thing. I don't know why people think it's a selfish thing in the sense of, well, you're just trying to look good.
Sure.
No, I'm trying to be mentally strong and be a barbarian in a sense.
So you, like, what motivates you every day to get up? I know I know you're recently, I think, married. You have an unbelievable son, man. Like, I every time I see him, this guy you wouldn't think he's with anyone else. I mean, that's your guy though. Like, how built he is. Like, do you just look at your family and wake up every day and say, I got to push it, I got to work harder, and I got to hit that gym?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm a later father. I waited and waited and waited because I didn't. For me, it was more important to meet a partner, a baby mama that could not only raise the child, but raise the child with or without me, in the sense. That was more important than the pure love of it. I wanted somebody that could be there if something happens to me. And so I got lucky in that sense, and I met this incredible, actually, she's also Miss Universe. So, and
He's Mr. Universe too?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Man,
How
she's
crazy is that?
phenomenal. You guys are like an unbelievable couple. It's just, I see her, and I was like, damn, I know she works out. You can't not work out being with you, but that's amazing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to see that the other side. And she's 45, jacked, trains with the beast, trains with the guys. And so it's cool to see. And then also, this is going to be the year, the beginning of next year, is that she gets to start martial arts. She gets to start them now because Titan starts rolling at 2.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So she's going to start taking the adult classes and going with them. So, but back to the main thing is that I got a great support team, and having a child at this stage, the motivation now, is tremendous, because I want to be able to be this continuous a hero to him and try to guide him in the right ways and try to give him
man.
1,000 years of knowledge that I got from all the people I've been around and try to teach him the best I can, like any parent. But I just want to be that complete role model if I possibly can.
I love that, man. It's just amazing, and I feel the same way. And raising my son, and it's just, you want to you're hoping he takes after you, but you want to direct him to just be the best he can. And I know you're going to do a great job. You already are. And it's just like, I saw something. He has a magazine shoot coming up or something.
he just he did his first cover story. I didn't get my first
Great.
until I was 19. He has one in a year and a half.
That's
He is a little bit of a mutant. We kind of look at him at times too and just kind of go, wow, he shoulders at 1.5 years old and chest at 1.5. So it's fun. But you know what's cool is and this is off the subject, but it's the circle of people you hang out with. So when I grew up, I got lucky to be around the greatest power lifters, and I thought they were just regular guys. I didn't know they were the greatest in the world. These five guys that I was training at the gym, I thought, okay, everybody's dad benches 600 and deadlifts 1,000. Everybody. So my mindset was, this is something that's common. I can do the same thing. So I kept growing up like that, and then doing martial arts and being with these guys, and then being able to do incredible things at such a small size. I'm like, okay, that's typical. I want to try to be able to do that. But it was the circle of people that I kept being around. And by 17, I'm in the magazines. And so I'm with the greatest in the world again at such a young age. And stay with me, because this is going to make a huge, huge thing on what's going on right now.
listen to you. Yep.
Is that by 17, I was with the greatest again. And so my whole mindset is that level of that superior individual in something they do, from a martial arts or powerlifting or bodybuilding or business. I'm around these greats. And so my mind correlated with them over whatever I was taught in school, or whatever I was around individuals my same age or something. So I never related with that. I always related with the others, the experts. And I was thinking back and I'm going, I got pretty lucky. I got lucky to be around these guys, because if I grew up in any other gym, and you've been to gyms, you go to a gym and there's the guy, who's the strongest guy? Oh, he squats 315. And so now that's everybody in that gym's circle. That's the strong guy, 315 squat, which isn't much, but to everybody else, it's a big thing. And so my circle was so top notch. And I realized, and Mona and I realized this with the last year and a half, with Titan being here, the circle of people that come through this house, and I got a mad house. So you got UFC fighter Michael Bisping's coming through, and you got all these NFL players coming through, and these basketball players coming through, and you got guys that are 270 to 300, average monsters. And this kid's growing up with that already. That's normal. These individuals are just average guys. They're not big guys, right, small guys. They're just average guys. And I'm thinking of that and continuing to grow with that circle of people like that. That's amazing. Tremendous.
Hey, listen, I have to tell you a story, because I feel like we're so on the same page with this. I was a professional fighter. So I grew up with like Bernard Hopkins, watching him in the gym. We all trained together. When you think you're boxing, like, you're going to the gyms. They're nice gyms, basically. But, you learn in the hardcore gyms. I used to go to North Philly. Now, you probably don't know what North Philly is, but in Philadelphia, it's the ghetto. But guess who was there? Here's former heavyweight champions, Tim Witherspoon. You got Bernard Hopkins training there. Just being around them and getting in the ring with them, like you're saying, just even they're playing around with you, you're getting better and better. And it's around who you are. And that's amazing, man. And it's nothing like you said, your son is going to grow up. And if he sees superstars, it's no big deal, because his dad's a star. He's around all the stars. And, yeah, that's just amazing. It really is, man.
If anybody's watching this and they're trying to figure out how they can up their game, it's a circle of friends. It's a circle you surround yourself. I know that's so cliche, and, but if you tell me who your heroes are, I can tell you how you're going to turn out. Kind of thing. It really is that way. And now at this stage of my life, and the elders always said that to me. If I knew now at your age, kid, and so now I'm that guy. I'm that age where I'm like, geez, if I knew all this when I was a youngster.
Oh my God, yeah.
Well, we don't run the world, but it is a beautiful thing. And for anybody that's watching, it's just that circle of friends and the people that you if you're around good people that are trying to do stuff and even if it's just trying to be a better person, that's quality. compared
Sure,
to
man.
a whole bunch of people just, life sucks, America's not great, whatever this is. And it's like, I don't want to be around that.
I understand. Hey, we're alive, man. We're going after our dreams. You're still shooting for your dream. I'm still shooting my dream. It's not going to end. It's a journey, and be able to have like a wife like you have behind you and your awesome son. Hey, man, sky is the limit. You don't. The way you're going, man, you're gonna be 100 years old and still ripped up.
Yeah.
Hey, a friend of mine's a fan of yours, Tony List. He's an attorney. Yeah, he wanted me to ask you one question. He wanted to know about weak point training, what it involves and benefits for athletes, and longevity and weight training.
You're as strong as your weakest point. That's first and foremost. And you know this when it comes to boxing. Somebody's going to have something great on boxing, and they're going to be weak somewhere else. You're going to attack the weak spot, and that's life. Life attacks your weak spots.
Definitely.
When it comes to training, my whole principle is making every lift harder than it needs to be. So when I go back to proper form or proper training, in a sense, it explodes. Now, what I mean by that is this. Your body, and you're an athlete, and you fully understand this. It's amazing that people train in such precise form where an athlete is never in a precise form.
Right.
But train like they are. And it made no sense to me. I learned that early on in Gladiators. I'm like, I'm out there and you're all twisted up fighting somebody. And in all sports, you're twisted and you're bent down and you're using your lower back when you shouldn't. But that's life. And so when it comes to training and working the weak spots, it is a must. And again, I will say that overrides just trying to look good. Gotcha. And that overrides trying to lift the whole house. I've taken a couple of guys that are here with me, and I took them back on weights to correct form in a weaker position to take them forward again. And now they're doing, 150 pounds more in 6 months on his squat. Now, if you can't comprehend that, that's 3 times as much as he was doing, like 350, and now he's doing 500.
Wow.
Which is a huge dramatic change within a 6-month period, especially because the first 3 months I took them all the way back. So if you can strengthen up the weak points, it's the smartest thing you can do. You got a bad shoulder. Don't run away from it. Stay focused on it until you get it healthy again. Bad elbows, bad knees, lower back. Strengthen those things. Don't keep strengthening your strong stuff. And guys, what do guys do when they go to the gym? I'm going to bench press.
Everybody.
I'm not going to squat. I hate squats. I'd be the opposite.
Right. This is great insight. I really appreciate your tips, man, because a lot of people need to understand this. And so what's next for you, man? Like, what do you have coming up? Any movies, TV shows? American Gladiator was phenomenal, but what's next for Mike O'Hearn?
We got 4 projects that are out right now on Netflix and Amazon. In a movie called Generation Iron 4, in another movie called Sups, the movie, a comedy called The Youngest Pledge, where I play a funny comedian officer trying to keep a party going all night.
That's awesome.
And then another movie called Con Man, where I play a true character, true story. I played Mr. Green, a hitman. So those are, but I'm excited. Beginning of the year, we start the TV series Hercules.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, so I am pumped.
Wow.
We're putting everything into that bad boy. And we get to, as soon as the borders open up and the travel gets pulled, we get to start traveling overseas and start filming over in, I think it's Bulgaria and Romania.
Awesome, man. That's really all. It's exciting. I can't wait to see that.
I'm pretty pumped. And especially because it's not going to be like a cheesy kind of smiley kind of Hercules. It's going to be very Game of Thrones, dark, ominous, kind of badass, old school, like the original Conan.
That's incredible. Let me ask you this too. Like, I don't know if you know, I'm promoting a pretty big fight in the Bahamas. I got James Buster Douglas who's going to referee, Joe Giudice from Real Housewives take on Ohani Noah. Would we ever be able to get you at least as a referee for one of the celebrity fights? What do you think? We don't say, I don't want to put you on the spot, but might as well.
I'll come out and ref one of those bad boys.
I would love to have you, man. You're just a guy that, man, I really appreciate you coming on. I was very excited to this. I know we've been talking for a while. Now, getting back to one more thing, I'm going to let you go. I appreciate you coming on. Have you ever been approached about doing Real Housewives with you, your wife, and is who you guys are? I mean, that's like a great part. You should be like the new Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, if you knew my better half, my baby mama, she's no filter, East Coast, savage. I don't think she'd be. I think we need to keep her off TV. She says things how they are. So
I love it, man. So
straightforward.
Tough woman, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's the great thing about America. She came over here at 17, not speaking the language, and turns herself into a multimillionaire without help. That's the great thing about America. If you work your ass off, you can do anything.
Definitely. Sky's the limit. People, I remember, I don't know if you were like that. I just remember when I was younger, man, I just thought it was going to come to me, man. I didn't know I had to work hard. I didn't know I had to have to hit brick walls, get, all the letdowns, and it's all part of it. Then the whole bottom line is mistakes will never define you, but your ending result will. Like, that's my always live by. I always remember these two quotes. You might like this. This billionaire I was good friends with, he owns the Showboat Hotel in Atlantic City, gave me these two. He's my partner, and my fights in Atlantic City. Gave me two words: never quit, never surrender. And that just made me blow it up. I don't know if you see the words behind there, and never quit, never surrender. But yeah, you're definitely huh?
That stuff's true. And like you growing up and going, the pitfalls are what make you. I mean, I don't think that you've ever talked to anybody that's successful that never had a pitfall, that never dropped.
Sure.
And they pull themselves back up, and they keep right back into the fight, and they keep going.
Hey, I think we're two guys that know that, man. You have to keep going no matter what. I want to ask you one last question, and you don't have to answer if you want, but who is the guy that inspired you to be a bodybuilder, and who was your favorite of all time?
Arnold. And it wasn't bodybuilding as much as he inspired me to what is possible. A little different. And in one of the movies, everybody says Arnold had the greatest physique. It wasn't his physique. It was him. It was him walking around the gym smiling when he's dieting and things are hard, and where everybody else is upset. Right. He's like, why are you upset? Oh, I'm dieting hard. I'm dieting just as hard as you, but I'm having fun. I love this stuff. It was that guy. Everything, the way he lived his life just motivated me. And it's like, geez Louise, I love that. To be able to go through fighting it and that mind approach. Him and Bruce Lee are the two guys that just everything.
That is awesome.
Both of those guys. Mentally, both of those guys.
What about doing a movie with you and Arnold? Have you ever thought about doing a movie, you and Arnold?
That would be a dream come true. Hopefully, we're hoping this Hercules thing does what it's supposed to do, and we'll see what happens going forward, man. It'd be great to have King Conan and be a part of that or something. It'd be great.
Hey, man, I really appreciate you coming on. How everybody? I mean, your best way to follow you is on IG, right? At Mike O'Hearn.
Anything Mike O'Hearn, Twitter, Instagram, Snap, Facebook, website, everything's Mike O'Hearn.
Well, you got to follow you because you're a motivating guy. Appreciate you coming on, and good luck to your family. I look forward to seeing Little Titan doing some great things. And, yeah, man, I really appreciate you coming on.
I look forward to reffing one of the fights.
I'm going to be in touch with you for sure, Mike.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, good luck with everything, my man, and I really appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate it, my man.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Now, glutathione is a big word, but it's the body's own master antioxidant. So it's a scavenger for free radicals, for bacteria, and what's relevant now, viruses. This is new to the marketplace. There's no other product on the market that has the ingredient NACET.
And basically NACIT increases the production of that glutathione that is in our body already to strengthen and enhance our immune system and keep it strong.
Elevated sense of well-being. Supports muscle strength and endurance.
Cognitive function. Powerful liver support.
Energy. Helps blood sugar regulation. Superior bioavailability of key ingredients.
One of your best defenses against COVID is a strong immune system. Taking GSH Plus as a daily supplement does all that. And now we have the product out on the marketplace.